Today is day 7 of week 2, so you will start on week 3 on tomorrow. I've noticed some of you have already started with your quizzes, which means you've already completed your reading and you have completed your chapter 3 quiz. That is a great job. I do understand that some of you may be in areas that were affected by Hurricane Matthew, and the university extended your due date for a few days, so you had till Thursday instead of the Monday deadline. So you had till last Thursday to get all of those assignments turned in that was due. So you had a little bit of an extension, and I replied to most of you with that information in your email when you informed me that you might be experiencing some outages. Some things I wanted to go over in regards to the grading is I've been getting a lot of questions about not seeing grades. So here on your announcements, I listed this before the course started, and it shows you the discussion grades that you have to have your discussion grades turned in. Like they're due on day 3, and then you have day 2 of the following week, midnight, before that next week's course assignment is due, that you have to that midnight, and then on that Thursday morning when I start grading, that's when you'll receive a 0 if that information is not submitted. So it doesn't allow for me time to go back, and you turned it in that Wednesday and you're asking me to give you credit for that. We've already started another week because your discussions are always due on Thursdays. So that's why the deadline is the Wednesday before your next discussion is going to be started up. So that way you don't get too far behind and it doesn't throw me off with my grading responsibilities and obligations to the university. The same with your journal. The journals are due Monday, and I allow you to have that turned in before I zero it out by midnight with a 10% point loss per day. That is for both discussions and assignments. And then I start grading all of the assignments on Friday, Saturday, and have them submitted to the university on Sunday. If I don't have that deadline cut off, then because of the length and the requirements of your waypoint assignment, there is no way I would be able to read all of those posts from every person, every individual, which I have to read every individual, and respond and have it turned in if you're turning it in on Friday and Saturday. It doesn't allow me enough time to be able to have that turned in. So I do hold strictly to these deadlines because it helps me to be efficient with my time as well. Because like you, I'm a parent, I'm an online student, I work a full-time job, and I also work here at Ashford. And so I have everything scheduled out so that I meet my deadlines, and I have to hold you to my deadlines so that I am able to stay on course and on track. So be mindful that, work on your scheduling. I do not allow extra credit, and I do not grade beyond the deadlines. Looking into this week, I think there's still some confusion on how to identify the assignments for the week. So I'm going to take you through this. When you click on the actual week, see it says week 3. So on the tab on the side, I click week 3. So it shows you what date it start, which is tomorrow. It tells you your end date, which is next Monday. And here is an overview of everything that you're going to have completed this week. But across these tabs here, it breaks down each of these to let you know more detail of it. So you click here, there's all your resources, your textbooks, your multimedia, where you can read through that. Then you go to discussion, and it goes into detail what your discussion needs you to do. So you have to pick someone here that you interact with, and you have to do these things. And this is what has to be in your discussion when you submit it. And it says here, has to be 250 words minimum. When you respond to your peers, you're responding to their posts, not in response to what they said on your post, but you have to have 2 responses to their post, and it has to be with a minimum of 50 words. This is very important information, and I think some of you are missing that information because you're not clicking through all the tabs for your course information. Here are your quizzes. It tells you what quiz you have to do and some information about it. And it gives you your waypoint assignment. So when you click it, it goes specifically in detail about that assignment. It gives you a video to watch, overview. If you don't want to watch the video, you can click the transcript and it'll let you read that out. And then it tells you all of the things you can do, how to download the document. If you have problems, here's a Help Now video, or you can search it through the Help Now on the side tabs. So everything here, it tells you to insert your first and last name. I'm noticing people are leaving off their names when they do the waypoint assignment because it already shows your name on the top of the waypoint website, but you need to have your name inside the template. And you do lose points for that under your communication, written communication, because your name is not on it. And then it tells you everything that you have to do for each section. There's section B, C, D, and E after your name, and you have to have 4 to 5 sentences. So all this is details explaining to you what is required for this assignment. Therefore, when these things are missing is when you lose points. So if you read through this and make sure you have everything submitted that it is asking you, then there won't be any points taken off. If you submit it on time, no points taken off. So be mindful of that, because near the end, when you're missing these details and you don't put in the extra work to make sure that you submit what is required, then I get the request at the last part of week 4 and 5 requesting extra credit, and I do not do extra credit for any of my courses. So please be mindful of all of the requirements for each assignment, the word counts, responding on time, put your due dates in your cell phones with alerts so that you don't miss those due dates. So I look forward to seeing what you produce for week 3. Thank you.